What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Good afternoon. It's good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is the breakdown episode 712. Okay, 712, sponsored by obviously Midnight. Midnight is the title sponsor of the show, The Breakdown. By the way, let me play this again because I felt some sort of energy here. I just felt it. Let me play that. Play that again. Play that. All right. Right? Let's do it one more time. One more time for the people, right? One more time for me too, man. One more time. Let's do this again. Angle of front, man. Yeah. 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 Like the Clips would say. All right, we're going to get right down to it. There's a lot to talk about, right? A lot to talk about, right? New look, right? It's just that I don't got the suit on today, but that's okay because it's fucking 85 degrees out there. And as soon as this show is done and as soon as I'm done with a few calls, my ass is going out, okay? I know you guys are staying in. You guys don't know what the sun is and you haven't seen green in about what, 6 years or 8 years, whatnot. I'm going out. But first, we got to go ahead and do the show, right? Sponsor, Midnight, main title sponsor. Shout out to Charles and JJ, the whole goddamn crew. The whole damn crew, man. We got to get Charles on this month. Go ahead and break down some stuff. Let's also go ahead and give a big shout out to Polymarket. Polymarket is the official prediction market sponsor of the breakdown. Also, we have Cake Wallet, the most secure wallet, one of the most secure wallets in our industry. So if you're gonna hold Bitcoin, if you're gonna hold Monero, Litecoin, you hold it with Cake Wallet. Okay, there you go. Give them another round of applause. And Quiet Network. Got Alan and Dr. K over there building some incredible shit, and that entire team is building some incredible shit. We'll break that down a little bit. Well, we broke it down a bit when we had Dr. K on. We'll break it down more, even more so as we move forward. Move forward with this program. Bitcoiners gotta love it. Bitcoiners gotta love it. Also, shout out to Cash App. There's so much drama in the LBC. It's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G, but I found some way to keep coming back with ass shit like every single day. All right. What are we talking about today? Talking about, of course, the markets. Let's start with crypto. Talking about crypto. What is happening with crypto? We had 5, 6, 7 days of green, and all of a sudden it went to shit. We got talks about the Clarity Act coming out. This is supposed to be a bullish event. Nope. We've pulled back. Is it may go away? Is it still may go away? I don't know. I talked about it, but I tried to talk about it yesterday, but Landy cut in. Shout out to Landy. But is it may go away? I really can't tell you. I had somebody call me up and say that one of their people got out and completely stabled up, and I was just like, I mean, I would never right now do that. I mean, if we're gonna lag like this for the next 2 to 3 months, it's fine. If you're in some good conviction plays, it's fine. You shouldn't worry. I don't know. Like if I'm in Bitcoin, I don't know if I'm stabling up for what reason. Even if you go from this point to 60,000 or 58, because now that number's back into play. It's funny. As we go up, that number disappears. As we go pull back, that number reappears. It's funny the way that shit works, and it's funny how markets work. But you do have a tremendous amount of liquidity. One thing I think the bears and the bulls can agree on is there is a tremendous amount of liquidity on the sidelines waiting. Now, I'm not talking about trillions of dollars are coming into the meme market, because I know a lot of you motherfuckers tune into me to hear about the memes. I'm not talking about fucking trillions of dollars rolling into memes. That's not where I'm going with this. But into the industry, there is trillions of dollars on the sidelines waiting. There is trillions of dollars waiting. We know they're going into Bitcoin. We know they're going to buy up Ethereum. We know they're going to get into Solana. Okay, and we're going to touch on Solana, where the Solana Foundation president came out and said something like we're not paraphrasing, but we're not like we're not like, what did she say? Let me run this up. Hold on. Something about we're not defined by memes and shit like that. Hold on. Where is it? Solana Foundation. I'll find exactly what she said. Where is it? Okay. Maybe it was a reply. It was definitely a reply. Hold on. Definitely a reply. Let me try to find it. Come on. Come on. Where is it? Did she delete it? Maybe she deleted it. I don't know. Whatever the case, I think she probably deleted it. I would delete it also. It was something to the tune that like, Solana isn't all about memes, but it was a little bit harsher. And I gotta say this, man. What? I almost feel like nobody understands meme culture, and meme culture gets shitted on. By the way, speaking of meme culture, let's do the unboxing, right? Or unwrapping. Is it called unboxing or unwrapping? Hold on. I got this here right here. Okay, I got this here. All right. Should I tag him? Maybe I should tag him. Hold on. I don't think it's fair, right? I'm all over the place. Why? Okay. All right, look, I've been waiting for this for a while now. A great community, the Poo community. Before I continue on and like really get into the meme economy, and then I'll talk about Bitcoin, and then I'll talk about Solana and Ethereum, some other shit that I want to go ahead and touch on. Let me do the unveiling of what I got. I got this right here. Let me see. I got this right here from the. By the way, you can send me merch. You guys can send me merch. I don't understand why y'all don't send me merch. I love merch. You should send me more. Let's see what this is, man. This I hope you guys didn't poison whatever's in here, man. Hope it's not like poison and stuff. Ah, look. All the Poo motherfuckers are hiding in here. Hold on. Let's see. Bro. I got two Poos. All right, let me give it. Hold on. I got there you go. I got. Is this a plushie, man, or is this a book bag? What is this? Is this the Poo book bag, man? What is this, man? This looks like a Poo book bag. Oh shit. Let's see. See what this is. Oh, there you go. All right, yo, let's go. We We got Apu in the house. Shout out to Apu, man. Shout out to Apu. Look at Apu. Yo, the Apu, the pants, man, up to the chest. This shit making me laugh. All right. Shout out to the Apu community. They're hella funny, man. Some good people up in that community for sure. Um, yeah, I'm autistic as well, so shout out. Yeah. This is cool. This is fucking cool. Right? Me and Apu's doing the show with me today, man. Apu's doing the show to me. But that's hella cool, man. I got two. So I'll put this over here for now. I'll put this up. Thank you for this. And again, like y'all can send me this. I love the sweaters, man. Actually, you know who sent me a sweater? Unicorn Fart Dust sent me a sweater. Somebody from the Unicorn Fart Dust sent me a sweater, and I should go ahead and actually not right now, but I should actually rock it. But again, anyway, shout out to Apu. All right. But do you see how the meme do you understand why memes are cool? Because like you have real communities. Like I'm talking about the real communities. I'm not talking about the zombie tickers, as I call them, that just shoot off every 5 seconds over pump.fun or whatever launchpad. These communities are really about that life, man. They become the characters. Like a lot of these people become the characters, or they feel like that the character expresses them in some sort of way. And I just I go back to this again. I remember when Dogecoin was popping. You had a lot of new people in retail that came in through Dogecoin because they seen it on Robinhood, which again, Robinhood is going to be a major catalyst if we go ahead and make a comeback. And I'll explain that again. I'll be repetitive with it. But Robinhood, like, you know, you have a lot of people that trade on Robinhood and they have now access to cryptocurrency. And as soon as I see Robinhood pop off on the crypto side, I know that the bull will be back. But memes, it's culture, and it's easy. It's super easy to understand crypto by using something like Dogecoin. And people saw it. People went through Dogecoin, and then finally, I know this sounds so fucking repetitive, but after 3 to 5 weeks, they were buying their first Bitcoin or a fraction of a Bitcoin, or they were buying Ethereum, or they were buying XRP. They were buying something in the majors. And I don't know why people are, honestly push back on meme culture so bad. You guys are looking, you're looking at these fucking bullshit tickers. These Fortnite, I'm gonna call them Fortnite tickers. Like they've absolutely, these broccoli head tickers, they have absolutely no substance. They have no history. There is no lore. All they're trying to do is dunk on somebody's head. That's really it. It's a game of like, what is it? What's that shit called? I'm not a Fortnite player, but I know like there's like a, let me look this up. Let me fucking look this up. What's Fortnite? Fuck, I can't even find it. Like, what's it fucking called? Well, you play like as an individual against like 50 people or some shit. But that's really all it is. And those are zombie tickers, and those are, they're not gonna make it past 5 minutes, and people are gonna dump. People are not looking long term. I should say the broccoli heads are not looking long term. Things like Pepe, things like Apu, things like Bobo, things like Troll. I can keep going, going, and going. These things are really going to do well. There's a reason why our blockchains that have prayed and that have tried to bring over the meme economy unsuccessfully. They've tried everything possible because they saw the opportunity to, yeah, you might not like the gambling shit that goes on, but sooner or later that side of it matures, and then you can go ahead and have your new clientele. And that's the way some of these blockchains look at it. Solana won. Solana won. And it's going to win. And a lot of people are giving me hell for this about Solana. Like, I put out a tweet saying that Solana is going to win this war in terms of getting the meme culture and a good portion of meme culture on its blockchain. Same thing like with Ton. And I'm not paid by Ton. Like, everybody who talks about Ton automatically is paid by Ton. No. But like users on Telegram, 1 billion plus users on Telegram. And I'm sure a good percentage are into memes. They also might be a player. It might be Ton and Solana at this point. I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not saying like a Pepe, which is on Ethereum, and other things that are on Ethereum that are legit, that maybe have IP rights to them, that they're not going to run. That's not what I'm saying. But it's no longer, hey, we're going to Ethereum, where it used to be, hey, let's go to Ethereum because they got you got the dank ass memes are on there. No, that's done with. It is easier to participate on Solana. I'm pretty sure it's going to become easier to participate on Ton. I can't even believe I'm saying this. I have a lot of, obviously people look at me as an ETH maxi at times, and they call me an ETH maxi. And I'm sure a lot of Solana people are fainting with the way that I'm giving massive props to Solana. But it's true. Solana found a way. They found a way to bring the culture onto their chain. I remember when Bonk came out, and Bonk was really it. Let's really, if you want to talk about it, like Bonk, I remember Bonk being the starting point for the onboarding of meme culture onto that chain. I went on a show and I said, like Bonk, whatever, this shit ain't gonna work. Because at the time, people were talking about, and people showed, like, a lot of influencers got airdropped a good amount of supply. And I was like, man, this shit is definitely not gonna work, and it's not gonna work on Solana. Well, guess what? It did work. It did work. It brought a lot of people in. Am I a fan of all these broccoli heads being here? No, I'm not. Definitely not. Am I a fan of Pump.Fun? No, I'm not a fan. Respectfully, I'm not a fan of Pump.Fun because I just wish Pump.Fun would give a legitimate meme a chance to fucking breathe. Not when, like, you put out a meme and then 94,000 other memes go ahead and push out as well. And now there's mass confusion. Everybody's trying to go into all 95, liquidity spread out thin. But Solana did its thing. Binance Chain, BNB, they were a huge competitor to Ethereum. They gave Ethereum a run for their money until they went ahead and said that they're going to kill Ethereum and overtake Ethereum, and that's when their chain broke down. But still, people did use BNB. There were memes on BNB, successful memes on BNB, but they were never in close reach of taking Ethereum's market share. Solana came in and did that. They catered to the people on Ethereum, and they catered to the new generation, the younger generation. They have cool applications. If you look at the applications, they're cool, they're hip. Seriously, like, look at their applications. It's easy, it's quick. It's just, the ecosystem looks dope. I remember saying this about Solana too. When Solana opened up those stores, which aren't open anymore, apparently, but when they opened up those stores, they invited people to come in and have a conversation. Ethereum, I'm very disappointed. Ethereum should have been on the ball with this. Ethereum should have been on the ball with making sure that meme culture did not leave Ethereum. There are people, yeah, I still hold shit on Ethereum. But like, now it's more so like, I think everything's gonna pop off on Solana. I really do. It's just because it's easier to onboard. Look, We had a week. There was it was like Ethereum week. 1 week, Ethereum week. And you had so many broccoli heads attempt to go over to Ethereum only to come right back to Solana because they got destroyed by mevbots. They were like, man, I gotta pay all these fees to get off. They weren't having it. They went right back to Solana. They were spooked. They were like, what is this shit? A lot of them didn't even want to swap over. But those who did try to participate on Ethereum, they were like, no, this ain't for me. It felt boomerish to them. Think about it. What does Ethereum? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm dogging Ethereum right now. But what does Ethereum have? Like if you look at Solana and their stuff versus Ethereum, who got the cooler products to present to the general audience? Who has the cooler products? Think about that for a second. Don't attack me right away, but think. Who has the cooler products? I'm thinking the cooler products literally are sitting on Solana within their ecosystem. Listen, shout out to MetaMask. I love MetaMask. We've had, obviously, Michael on here from MetaMask to talk about MetaMask, and I think they've done a phenomenal job, 100%. But like, who really, like Phantom? Like Phantom Wallet is everything for Solana. It makes sense if you're trading. It makes 100% sense if you're trading in the meme economy to use Phantom because it's quick. It's 2 seconds. So I don't know. Obviously, a lot of these memes don't have liquidity in them. A lot of these memes have no purpose. A lot of these memes are just made for a quick buck. Okay, it's whoever's first who wins kind of thing. Whoever's first kind of thing. First to get in, first to get out. Those are the winners. But it's sad. It really is sad, man. I'm fucking thinking about this right now. It is really sad. But somebody said, I had a conversation with somebody about this. I wish we can go back to the old times. I wish we can go back to 2021. Where, like everybody was excited for projects to launch. There were security audits done by CertiK. Not saying that CertiK is great anyway, but there were security audits done by CertiK on every fucking single token that would come out or that would be created. It was fun watching developers develop contracts. All this stuff, you just couldn't come out here taking shit over. You couldn't be vamping stuff. Like none of that was happening. You were waiting for one thing to come out. You would wait for one thing to come out, and people would actually go into memes, whether they were at 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, 15 million. It didn't matter, man. People would go into these entry points that I just named out for you. No problem. They're like, holy shit, I'm in. Now, if people don't get in at 20K, it's over. Motherfuckers don't get in at 8K, it's over. They're not even touching it. They're looking for the next one. That's the problem. They won't go into 20K, 50K, 100. No, I don't have enough. I don't have a million tokens because everything's, supply cap is usually capped at 1 billion. Oh, if I don't have a million plus tokens, I'm not going in. I got to have at least 0.5%. But it was so cool back in the day. It was so fucking cool back in the day. I feel like back in the day, it was just a few years ago, but back then, where you waited, number one, not everybody could create a contract. Number two, you had to hire real developers, which you would have to pay $50,000 to $150,000. Legit, that's what you were paying, $50,000 to $150,000 to onboard developers to create you a contract. To literally create you a contract. And people are excited. People are in Telegram. Okay, there were no X communities and shit like that. People are in Telegram. People are just like, they're hyped. They're waiting. Security order comes out today. Oh shit, the security order got a B+. Listings actually meant something on exchanges. When something got listed, it was like, oh shit, it got listed. This is crazy. There was excitement. This is what I'm trying to say. There was a lot of excitement back 4, 5, 6 years ago. There was hella excitement within the meme economy. People were actually fucking excited. They were excited to participate. They were excited to be a part of something. Did everybody win? No, not everybody's gonna win in general. Not everybody's gonna win in life. But there was an opportunity, man. There was an opportunity to be a part of something. You met people. You became friends with people. You still talk to the same people till this day. I do. It was a great time. Spaces were actually great. Listen, I can show them off. 11,000 people, 22,000 people. Shiba Inu. I had an interview with Shiba Inu. 22,000 to 30,000 people in a goddamn space. 11 to 15,000 people in a space every single time you open one up for Dogecoin. It was exciting, and people were like calling up their relatives and their friends like, yo, you got to join in. This is some kumbaya shit. We're going against the man type of thing. And within that whole process, that entire process, we were able, this is what I did. I was able to tell people, look, memes are great. Meme culture is phenomenal. Bitcoin is the end goal. And people will be like, why Bitcoin? That's boomer stuff. I'm like, it's not. It's not boomer stuff. At the end of the day, you need to acquire as much Bitcoin as possible. And then you have these conversations that are in layman's terms. You don't have to talk about getting a node. Okay, you don't have to tell people with Bitcoin, you don't have to tell people get a node, or this is how the blocks work and block wars and history. No. People at that time didn't even know that they can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. They didn't know that you're sitting in these circles. People are interested in cryptocurrency. Mainstream media is bashing crypto. Just look at the times that I went on TV. Crypto is being laughed at. People are bashing it. They are just terrorizing it. And here come people like, hey, should I believe mainstream media? Tell me more. And people wanted to have the convo. There was no toxicity. I'm telling you right now, the toxicity back then is nothing compared to what it is now. But there's a lot of people that have lost, and they're a bunch of losers, and they have nothing to do but to wake up in the morning and be negative. But back then, man, I sound like I'm fucking talking about the 90s or some shit, but back then, it was a fucking celebration, man. It was a fucking celebration. And then people understood, hey, I can buy $500 a week of Bitcoin. That's what I'm going to do. And you had people that started to buy $500, fractions of $500 of Bitcoin, $1,000, recurring buys every single week. Some of these people are still here, and guess what? They're Bitcoin rich. And a lot of that had to do with the meme economy. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't care if people disagree with me. That's, you know what? It doesn't matter. I know what I witnessed, and I know what I saw. I know what I witnessed. I witnessed more people in a goddamn Dogecoin room than in a Bitcoin room. I used to get invited by Bitcoiners to come into their room so they can get a crowd in to their room, only for them to go ahead and just absolutely try to dog people for getting into things that weren't Bitcoin. That's why I've always said Bitcoin had one of the most horrific marketing campaigns of all time. Don't get this confused. You got a lot of people that 100% stand on business, and they're the reason why Bitcoin is successful. But the way they went about talking to people that were just getting in, terrible. I went into a lot of these spaces on Clubhouse, on X Spaces, at the time Twitter Spaces, and I would go toe-to-toe in battle. Like, why are you speaking to people? Are coming in here interested. They want to know about Bitcoin, and yet you're ragging on them. And then you're ragging on them because you ragged on them, and they went over and they got into memes or they got into Litecoin, or they got into Ethereum, and then they come back, hey, I got into Litecoin or Ethereum, and then you get on them. Oh, that's trash. That's just shitcoin. All that negative talk, when you're trashing somebody, right? When you're trashing somebody, it doesn't get them excited to go ahead and buy into your shit. Like, think about it. Somebody drives a Honda Accord or a Honda Civic. You're driving a Ferrari. The dude who's driving a Honda Accord has money. Okay? He just got all alligator arms. But you're speaking to them, and you're gonna, if you think that you're gonna trash their fucking car and then gonna go ahead and buy a Ferrari? No. It's not what's going to happen. But if you talk to them like a human being, be like, yo, listen, you've made a lot of money in your life. Maybe, just maybe, you want to go ahead and experience a good time. Maybe you want to hear a fucking, a wonderful exhaust note as you're driving down and you give them this picture and boom. You know what? Maybe it's time for that Ferrari. Allow them to test drive your Ferrari. Just like there were Bitcoiners that came out in the beginning every single day, handing out free Bitcoin to people. Anyway, we'll be right back after this commercial break. I'm litty on this one right now.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Episode 712. That's right. And I got my friend here with me. Okay. You got a friend in me. You got a friend. Look. Why is it so sad though? Why is Apu so sad? Why are you so sad, man? Yo, this is really me, man. I'd be talking. Why is it? Hold on. Why is this Apu look so sad, man? Why is this Apu look so sad? We need to talk about this, man. Why does Apu look so fucking sad? Oh, look at Apu, man. Like what? Look at him. Yo, I should just have a pool. This is fun. Thank you very much to the Pooh crew. Okay, shout out to Green. That's right, Green. Move his mouth. Really? Really? I can't even move his mouth though. Oh, anyway, did I just say oh? All right, welcome back to the show. I've been talking about the meme economy, and I know that gets on a lot of people's nerves. I get messages where people tune in and they're like, "Come on, Dave, talk about Bitcoin more. Talk about Ethereum." Well, what am I going to say, man? Bitcoin is an institutional asset now. It really is, and obviously you guys should get Bitcoin. Not owning Bitcoin is crazy. Everybody should have at least 0.5 Bitcoin to their name. And if you have the money, you should have at least one Bitcoin and just put it away. Just take one Bitcoin and put it away. Get yourself a ledger, whatever it is, put it away. You'll thank me later. I think everybody should have 32 Ethereum. I've always said this: one Bitcoin, 32 Ethereum, right? And that used to be the thing back then. One Bitcoin, 32 Ethereum. You can still get it now. You can still get it now. There's nothing wrong with. I just heard the comments. Apu's not sad. Apu's not sad. Yeah, he does kind of look sad. You know what? Why are you crying, bro? What? Anyway, Apu looks depressed right now. Apu, are you upset about the markets right now? Yeah, I'm so. I don't even know how Apu talks. I need to watch a cartoon or a video on YouTube and see how Apu goes ahead and mumbles. Anyway, back to memes. I think memes will allow more people to onboard into your favorite asset. I already got the DM from the Bitcoiners into Bitcoin. So relax, okay? Relax. Clarity Act. The Clarity Act issue. I'm not a fan. I don't care. I'm just not a fan. It's not for retail. Like, I don't know what, like, everybody in crypto is so fucking excited and enthusiastic about the Clarity Act being passed. And I'm like, this is not for you. It's not for me. It's not for retail at all. It's for the fucking institutional players. That's really it. And people will say, well, that's going to bring in a lot of money into the space. That's great. That money is not going into your meme. Okay? That shit is not going into your favorite project. You know where that's going? It's going into Bitcoin. That's where it's going. If you think for 1 second that the Clarity Act is going to allow your dead ass meme to pop off, it's not. It really is not. And I said, and I had this conversation with Landy yesterday. If you guys watched, when we were going back and forth, at the end of the day, and I wholeheartedly believe this, memes are the last stop for retail. You could, and I've been doing this, you could follow, you shouldn't follow, but you could do what I'm doing. And that is, I'm going and picking up some really undervalued utility assets. I know nobody wants to hear the word utility, but I'm talking about Chainlink. Look where Chainlink's at, and Polkadot, and Filecoin. Even Cardano. Like, there are a lot of things that are really fucking undervalued right now. If you get into them, it's an easy 5 to 10x. 5 to 10x. Like, you guys are chasing 1,000x. I'm good with getting 30 digital assets that potentially can do a 2 to 10x. I'm fine with that. 100% fine with that. And Landy did talk about the tokenization of stocks. I also understand that. But and obviously, when you tokenize stocks and these companies who really do make a profit, they do generate revenue, I understand where people could go. But I'm talking about retail. I'm talking about degen retail, the cypherpunks. I'm talking about these individuals being here and memes and the utilities right now being the only thing that you really can go ahead and grab at this point in time that could potentially give you the 2 to 10x. I believe it does happen. I believe it does happen. I put my money where my mouth is, and I've gone into these things. If I win on 5 out of the 10, I'm good. I'm fine. And I'm okay with, you see, your biggest problem in crypto is you're trying to get the home run. You're trying to get $1 million. Here's the problem in crypto. People are trying to make $1 million within the first 24 minutes of entering XYZ. And that's a big problem. Your friend tells you, the friend that brought you into this space, he's telling you, I've made $1 million in a week. You're expecting the same thing. You're thinking you can go into any random fucking digital asset and you can make $1 million plus easily. Your friend accidentally walked into that. Your friend accidentally made millions of dollars. Not everybody's going to, and I don't want to say an accident because like you have to be in the right place at the right time, but like not everybody's going to walk out of here with $1 million. First of all, you need to figure out what life-changing money is for you. Why are you setting it at $1 million? Like if you're making $40,000 a year working at IHOP, okay, with tips, $40,000 with tips at IHOP, and you're able to live off of that, then maybe just lower your expectations a little bit. And I hate saying that because I'm always like, go big or go home. But maybe for you, lower the expectations. Start slowly. Let's go slow here. Let's go slow, a little bit slower here. How about you say, look, let me make $50,000 in a month or in 2 months. Let me see if I can make 50,000. I'm going to put in 5,000. Let me see if I can make 50,000. You make 50,000, now set a new fucking goal for yourself. Say, okay, I got 50. I want to see 100 to 150K. Okay. You put in $10,000 to $15,000 into the right place, you get to 150. From 150, you go to 500K. So on and so. Make it realistic. Make the goals realistic. You guys are coming in here with $5 and saying, I'm going to make $1 million. Like, it's, of course you're going to be disappointed, man. A lot of you guys are 3s and you want to date Cindy Crawford or like Sydney Sweetie, right? Well, whatever her name is, man. Guys are literally ugly as hell. Like, I appreciate the confidence. Like, first of all, I appreciate the confidence. I love when people are confident in themselves. And people say, you know what? I can date Megan Fox. Like, that's how y'all are coming into this. That's how people are coming into crypto. They're like, yo, of course I can get Megan Fox's number. And you haven't taken a shower. And God knows how long. Your clothes, you smell like shit. Like, somehow you're gonna cop Megan Fox's number. Megan Fox from the Transformers, by the way. I'm talking about Megan Fox Transformers. First Transformers, Megan Fox. Okay? I'm not saying she doesn't look good now. I'm just saying I'm talking about Fox back Transformers. That's who we're talking about. I feel bad because I'm saying, I would say like that she was in her prime, right? Before, like, I don't know what happened, but she's still good looking. But like, I'm talking about prime Fox, right? Yo, when Transformers came out, Transformers came out, I can only imagine the amount of nerds in crypto that were playing Transformers on repeat. Yeah, now she's pretty weird. she's, you know, drinking people's blood and shit like that. I don't know what's happening there, but I'm just saying. But that's the same approach you guys are taking here. Like, that's the same approach you guys are taking here. So you have no goals. Like, you really don't have any goals. You guys are starting to name women out here now, man. But I can't. By the way, I'll touch on this quickly. Demi Moore, man, what the fuck happened? Yo, she was. I don't. Maybe it's not everybody's cup of tea, but like, I thought she was really pretty. She was really pretty, man. What is happening? Ozempic's getting people, bro. Ozempic is out here getting people. Guys, don't take Ozempic. If you're fat, just go to the gym. Walk it out. Walk it out. Leave that Ozempic alone. Leave Ozempic alone. No, seriously, man, work out. Man, I feel so bad. I'm like looking at these celebrities. I'm looking at Ozzy Osbourne's wife and daughter. Like, God rest his soul, man. Like, what's that all about? By the way, men don't like. I'm gonna speak for the men out here, real men. Okay, men don't like that. Like 100. Like, I don't like that. Skinny ass. Nah. Like, you go fly away. Like, literally playing to the tune of Lenny Kravitz's song. I'm a fly away. Hey, hey. Like, for real. Drop the Ozempic. Women who, there are women that tune into the show. Listen. And a lot of people think first of all, I'm a big supporter of women. Okay. Just look back at who supported women in the crypto space. Me. Okay. Who made a magazine about, second magazine from Gokhshtein Media was all about women in Web3. It's me. I've always been supportive of women. Bottom line, real women, real women, talking about real women, always been supportive. Always have showcased real women who know and have real value about blockchain within the space. I've said this. I don't understand how we can be, corporate America pushes out obesity like it's a good thing. And I also say that being anorexic isn't cool too. Go to the gym. Eat right, go to the gym. You'll be fine. You will be fine. Men like women that have something to them. I'm gonna say this again. Men like women who have something to them. Okay, we don't like bony ass women. Like, I'm sorry. Like, we don't like anorexic women. Ozempic is a problem, bro. Ozempic is a problem. Anyway, Bitcoin tests its key. Where is Bitcoin right now? Hold on. I don't even know where Bitcoin is at right now. Hold on one second. Look, let's see where Bitcoin. I wanted to fucking people will think I'm fat shaming and skinny shaming and shit. Bitcoin is at 76,749. We got Ethereum at 21. BNB is at 639. XRP is at $1.36. Solana is at $84. Tron is at 35 cents. I don't know how Tron just stays here at 35 cents. Dogecoin number 9 at 10 cents. And at number 10, Hyperliquid is at $48.67. Cardano's in the 13th spot. Listen, I think Cardano will get back into the 10. I have no doubt about that. But Zcash is on the move, 577 on that, and Monero is at 392. Privacy coins are starting to cook. That's another thing that people should go ahead and look into. That's another thing that people should 100% definitely look into. 100%. Privacy coins. Monero, Midnight, Zcash, Litecoin, Dash, even Verge. I'm telling you, these are the things that I've been doing personally. Besides, yo, what did you say, Julie? We used to joke that G Media was, yeah, like nobody can ever get on me, like in terms of, oh, you're no. Gokstein Media was literally always like 95% women. And I love the way that people used to say, like, hey, man, like, you only had yes people around you. Yes, what? Like, nobody fucking agreed with me ever. Ever. Even though it was right, nobody agreed with me. And that was fine. That was totally fine. But privacy coins, I think, are absolutely going to be a hit. There will be a time where they will cook, especially when liquidity comes in. Because people want privacy. No matter what people say, people want privacy. People want privacy. How much privacy you're going to get, that can be debated for fucking days. But people want privacy. Nobody wants anybody to know how much money they have. Nobody. So I think this is what happens. Memes, utilities, Bitcoin. I also see a lot of people are starting to ape into NFTs. I'm not ready for that. Okay. I will show you my graveyard. I will show you my graveyard of NFTs. Let them shits come back out. Or let them shits go back up. You remember Goblin Town took me? Goblin Town, you son of a bitches. But by the way, I gotta say, Goblin Town was, it is one thing that I will let slide. Okay, I bought for what, 10 ETH? What was it, 10 ETH Goblin Town? Holy shit, I can't even believe I spent 10 ETH. I think it was 8 to 10 ETH on a Goblin Town. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I spent 8 to 10 ETH on Goblin Town. Can you believe it? I spent 8 to 10 ETH on Goblin Town. I will never forget that room. I came into that room and they were like, serious investor, look at, oh my God, it's David, serious investor. And I was in there and I remember this, 2:15 in the morning, I said, okay, I'll buy one. They got me. They got to me. They would not let up on that voice. And they put me on the website. I think, you know what it is? They cater to my ego. They put me on the website and I was like, okay, I'm in. And I bought one. And they were talking about like it can, because you got the hamburger one, it can turn into a, you lost me when the whole, spawn into different shit kind of thing. That kind of scares me though. When people start talking about NFTs, hold on, what is it? It's 30,000. I spent $30,000 on a Goblin Town NFT. Oh my God. Oh my God, I fucking spent $30,000. Hold on, I spent $30,000 on a Goblin Town NFT. What else? I spent, hold on. Goblin Town. What? I have so many NFTs. I don't know. Hold on. Other side? The other side? The other side. Oh my God. I fucking spent so much on, yo, do I even have to talk about how much money I spent in gas fees? Yo, you guys don't even, you broccoli heads turning in don't even know about the gas fees. You have no idea about the gas fees. Zero. Oh my God. I spent at least $25,000 on gas fees because it wasn't just the first day of getting the other side. I kept on getting the other side. And I participated in that game from Yuga Labs. Remember when, if you had an ape, you would go in. Oh my fucking God. I really spent money on fucking NFTs. I've spent money. The NFTs are worthless. I probably spent 100 grand plus on Lazy Lion. No way. Yo, I was throwing like 8, 9 ETH at fucking Lazy Lions. Oh my God, this is horrific. I am traumatized right now. I am fucking traumatized. I don't even know if I can finish the show off right now. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. This is crazy. I'm not telling my mother. I'm not telling my mother, man. I could have bought a property. I could have bought 3 properties. I could have bought 3 fucking properties, man. Ugh. That's a hit in the nuts. That is a hit in the nuts. Yo, remember, and anybody who is around, y'all remember what the Lazy Lions did to me. They fucking opened up a space, 3,300 plus people, shaming me for selling one Lazy Lion. I had like 34 Lazy Lions, man. I thought, yo, I really, shout out to Armina. Arm, I know you're not watching. Maybe you'll replay it. You remember this? It was Bored Apes and Lazy Lions. Now, I got a Bored Ape and Mutant Apes, but like, you remember, I could have got it like for nothing. I remember when Bored Apes were going into clubhouse rooms and making just like monkey sounds, bro. Like, I remember this. I said, nah, man, because I'm into lions. You guys remember my PFP? It was half human, half lion. Y'all remember that, right? If you followed me since the beginning, okay, you know my PFP at one time was half lion, half man, right? And it was my face and half lion. And I was like, of course, I love lions. Let's go for the lion, like Lazy Lions. And they came out with a puma. This is why you can't believe these fucking partnerships, right? You had the Puma partnership, every single partnership that you can think of, Lazy Lions got. And I was always looking, I was like, why isn't the number going up? Why is number not going up? Why are the Bored Apes? That shit's going up. Why isn't this shit going up? And I remember Pranksy, shout out to Pranksy. Pranksy slid into my DMs and he was like, bro, get more Bored Apes, man. And this is a time where Pranksy had 1,250 Bored Apes and he was giving them out. He was also giving them out. At one point, his 1,250 fucking Bored Apes were at, I think it was at like $55 million, but he sold, if he would have held, it would have been like $55+ million. But he sold all together and got like $5 to $10 million. He sold early. And I think he kept like 1 or 2. I can't believe, I can't believe, that was, I haven't made a lot of errors, but that was I mean, I got both anyway, but like, that was like, I could have really gone in, man. Fuck. Right? Could have really gone in, right? I'm just saying, could have really gone in. Even he said, Apu said. Anyway, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Talk more about NFTs. We'll talk more about, then I'm out. But we'll talk about NFTs. Why am I talking about NFTs? Am I really talking about, this is what scares me. If I'm talking about NFTs, then whatever of a cycle that is left, it is over. It is absolutely over. Oh my God. Oh my God. If we are talking NFTs right now, it is over. It is over. It is time to pivot to AI. I've said this in 2021, what did I say? When NFTs came out and when they were booming, I said we are at the end of the cycle. Go look back at my videos and my podcast. We are at the end of the cycle. Why? Because motherfuckers here do not have licenses. They can't drive and they sit on social media all day long. How else can they flex to the crowd? And that is by buying an expensive ass NFT. I'm talking about buying CryptoPunks for 500K and above, buying a Bored Ape for 1.2 mil. You already know. That right there tells you everything you need to know. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back to the breakdown. Play that again, man. Yo, I don't know. Maybe it's the beat. Maybe it's just the beat. Maybe it's just the fucking beat. I'm into the beat. Anyway, obviously the production is getting so much better. Shout out to my creative director. That's what I'm gonna say. Shout out to yes, I know, Julie. Is it now? It's at 2? I thought it was at 2:30. Are you sure it's at 2? Oh man, this is horrific. Please don't tell me it's right now. Please don't tell me it's right now. Please don't tell me it's right now. Hold on one second. Yeah, I'm telling everybody to hold on one second. Hold on. It's at 2:30. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. I got scared a little bit, but we got 6 minutes left here today. Bitcoin test key support at 76K. Could it go lower? Whatever. If it goes lower, what do I keep saying? DCA and just fucking go away. Don't even look. I had a conversation about this very subject with a friend. Just fucking, if you believe in this shit, buy it and fucking don't look. Buy it and don't look. DCA, don't look. If you believe Bitcoin is a generational asset, like everybody is saying on mainstream media, like the big boys, institutional players who have products to sell are telling you that it is, then like buy it and just look away. Don't bother with it. Why are you looking at a chart and stressing out, man? It is beautiful. It is going to be 85 degrees and I'm going to tan. Why would I be stuck looking at a chart? Like I'm going to tan right after this Rare Evo call that me and Julie are going to be going on at 2:30. Like after that, I'm booking it. It's beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. Green trees all over the place. I might, you know what? I might even hit I'm probably go to the beach. I'll put on my Speedo. I'll put on my Speedos, okay, and I'm go to the beach. I'll put on my patriotic Speedos. I'm going to the beach. Just gonna be hanging around. Just gonna be hanging around. Just gonna hang around. I think I touched on everything that I wanted to talk about. I'm not a fan of the Clarity Act because it's not for retail. And I'll stand on that. I know Penny Ann Boring, when she comes on to this show, maybe this month, I know she'll disagree with me. Because she was talking about, hey, let's pass the bill. And then, you know, because it's hard to pass a bill. Only 1% of bills get passed. So I respect that. I do respect that. It's crazy that only 1% of bills do pass. And it's because Congress don't fucking work with each other. So they don't work for the people. They work for themselves and whoever else is fucking paying them. And that's sad because the people get the brunt end of everything. But it's not for us. And that's why I go back to retail will most certainly, degen retail will come into memes first because their friends are going to tell them how much money they've made here. And then once you tell Billy, Billy's going to tell his friends, and then there's a snowball effect, and then everybody just comes in here. And then they will learn. They will learn. They'll either stay here or they'll leave. There's no middle ground. It's either people win here a bit and they stay and they start to understand the industry, or they leave because they take a hard loss in the beginning because the expectations are really high. Expectations are absolutely high. So that's a big problem. Lower them expectations. Lower them expectations. Like I said earlier, if you've never made more than $35,000 to $40,000 in your life, why set up these $1 million to $2 million to $3 million goals immediately? You're gonna fall flat on your face. I set high goals, right? But I understand it's steps. It's steps to get to these goals. You're not going to go from $1 to $1 million. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It really is not going to happen. Anyway, it is 2:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go to the quote of the day. Let's go to the quote of the day. Quote of the day. Let me find it. If Julie didn't remind me, I would not know that I have a meeting at 2:30. I did not put this in the calendar. I did not put this shit in the calendar. All right. Hold on. Where's the quote? Where's the quote? Where's the quote? Hold on. I have quotes in here that I saved, I think. Okay, here we go. This is long. That's what she said. That's what she said. All right. The rarest people in life aren't the ones who clap when you win. They're the ones who refuse to let you fall when you're losing. They check you when you're off, call you out when you're coasting, hold you to your standard. Not to control you, but because they refuse to watch you become less than what you said you'd be. Most people are there when it's easy. The rare ones stay when it's not. They don't just believe in your potential, they protect it. That's rare. Don't lose that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in to the show today. Shout out to everybody, every single body. I'm still working on fucking TikTok. I sent 3 emails. They told me I sent it to the wrong department, that I got to send it to a different department. I'm doing video clips, by the way. I will be doing video clips on YouTube. I'm going to start doing YouTube, not shorts, but like I'm doing like maybe 30-minute video clips, my takes on certain topics. And it can be anything. It could be crypto, it can be whatever, traditional finance to just pop culture, shit like that. I got my name back, so that's really cool, and I'll be posting it up there. Shout out to Midnight, shout out to Polymarket, shout out to Cake Wallet, Quai Network. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Cash App. Check out the Cash App video. Working on a few other things. If this shit goes down, a lot of people are going to be absolutely happy for me and absolutely mad. I'll take both. On that note, guys, it is beautiful outside. It is gorgeous. Check out Landy's video from yesterday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. He came out with one yesterday. Check it out. Talks about the market. Okay, it's the market update. Check it out. And yeah, Landy's in the back, by the way. He's in the back, but I gotta go. Shout out to Landy. Shout out to all you guys who tune in. I appreciate you. Somebody tell TikTokers to tune in on YouTube, man, for the time being until I get this fixed, because I'm not doing lives from the phone. I'm just absolutely not going to do a live from the phone. And shout out to Apu. Okay, shout out to Apu. Shout out to Green. Okay, Green. Why did you send me a sad ass Apu, bro? Like, what happened here? Why did I get the sad ass Apu? Is this normal? Does everybody get the sad ass Apu, or is just I got the sad ass Apu? Me and Apu, man. We're brothers. We're happy. And I was about to say something, but it's controversial these days. Anyway, I'm out.